Welcome back into the Bettor Half Hour sit-down interview edition with my guy Sean Little back in the building, sharp as it gets. Great to be with you, Sean.
Hey, man, always a pleasure, Monaco. Let's talk some ball, man. It's another big weekend coming up.
So there's +7 right now for Cincy, and the Niners are getting 3.5. Do you think those lines are razor sharp? Do you think there's value on any of them?
Well, we saw the Chiefs-Bengals line opened at 6.5, get to 7.5, and then went back down to 7. So some people thought there was some value at 7.5 for sure with the touchdown and the hook. If I see any value in the 2, I think it has to be the 3.5 with the Niners. I don't see how there can't be a little value there. Last time they played, it was 31-10. They ran the ball 45 times for over $150. I think that's exactly what they're going to try to do again. So I think if there's any value, it's the 3.5. They need that Jimmy G game where he's locked in, 14 for 18, 15 for 19, 16 for 21, 170. If they can get that and run the ball, there's definitely value at 3.5.
On a trends and stats note, I know you threw out a great one with the rushing yards for San Fran. Do you look at those to factor in how you make your plays for this weekend?
I think the Niners are specifically a team that I really value the matchup before. Because, like, the guys for the Rams, how they got after Tom Brady and bothered him, we talked about it. The only time Tom Brady doesn't look like Superman is when you get pressure on him. But those guys necessarily don't want to run stop. Von Miller doesn't want to run stop. He wants to get off the edge and go get guys. I think the Niners are very particular in that point where I value previous matchups and previous games a little more because Shanahan is very good at dissecting those matchups, and he wants to run the rock, and I think there is holes and chunks can come out of that Rams defense.
Well said. And on a player prop note, got some stars coming out. You got a little Debo, a little Cup, a little Chase. Is there a prop you're high on for this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's Elijah Mitchell over 17.5 rush attempts. I think if the game, because listen, I'm going to take the Niners plus 3.5. I like the team total over 20.5. And I think if the game goes how Kyle Shanahan wants it to go, Elijah Mitchell's going to get a lot of carries. I could see him getting 20, 21, 22 type carries.
And I kind of feel like I know what you're going to say here, but if there's an outright upset, Cincy or SF, you go with Niners. I'm double tap wine you for the Niners.
I think it has to be the Niners. I think it was really interesting. I saw a number that division matchups in the playoffs, 15-8-1 against the spread since 2003.
Wow.
So that was a really interesting number I saw. So they're familiar with each other. They know the deal. Like I said last week, Jackpot Joey's my guy. That's my favorite player in the league right now, period, point blank. It's a tall task for him to go into Arrowhead and get a win. I don't even care about the whole noise thing, SEC. I'm used to the noise. I'm more talking about Patrick Mahomes, the offense, Andy Reid being seasoned and all that stuff. This is about where the Bengals can push it, and I think maybe the next couple years is where they're like, all right, we've seen it, we've been there before, let's get rolling.
What about the fact, though, that they went and outright beat them just a few weeks ago, 34-31? You factoring that in, and I'm sure the locker room is as well in Cincy.
Yeah, you watched that game, Monaco. A lot of things had to happen for the Bengals to get that W.
Yeah.
And they got it, and we respect that, but I don't think they're going to get that many breaks again when it comes down to the stretch. And if they're going to be giving up points like they did in that matchup, I think they have a hard time scoring 35-plus points to beat them in Arrowhead.
Going back to the NFC, I'm doing this. I don't know if it's just outrageous or, tendencies that I can't help myself. Are you going to maybe double dip, or would you recommend Niners plus 3.5 and the Rams money line? It's now down to around minus 176, depending where you shot.
Yeah, I think it depends on where you get, what type of odds were you looking at on the money line? Did you get it earlier in the week? Man, it might have been like minus 155, minus 160, something like that. I think that could be an option. I don't like to double dip in the same game most of the time. I don't tie in spreads and totals. The game has to go perfectly for that to work out. You taking both sides of that means you're essentially saying, I have a crystal ball, it's going to be a 3-point game, and the Rams are going to win. And that's really, really tough to do. So I prefer to pick a side. But with that hook, it's very possible. I mean, it's going to be a tight game, I believe. So
You think being at home for the Rams and knowing if there is such a look-ahead moment that they would be hosting the Super Bowl helps them or hurts them in the spot?
If they're looking ahead, I don't know what they're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? There's in no way, shape, or form should they be looking ahead. I think the whole Kroenke thing is interesting. There has to be a way as a billionaire. I'd rather leave the seats empty than to have them red. I don't care if you got to pay for the stadium. I don't know. I don't care what your bills are looking like. I'd rather figure out a way to not let those guys in the building as deep as they were last time. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if you're a billionaire, you should be able to get something done, right?
I mean, it's a tax write-off for those guys. Let's go. All right, let's get you out of here with this best bet for the weekend. What say you?
Yeah. Team total, San Francisco 49ers, over 20.5. I think they're going to score 21, 24, 27 type of points, especially if they're gashing them like they have previously, and Jimmy G plays solid. We're not asking a lot from Jimmy G. That's the thing. Go play. Just don't turn the ball over. We're not asking you to drop back 35, 40 times. There's guys in the league today that have to drop back 35, 40 times to be in a game. Joe Burrow, Tom Brady. They don't ask that of Garoppolo. So give me a solid game there. I think they score over 20.5 points.
If you were really watching, he sat up on that prop right there. He's fired up. Sean Little in the building, always bringing the value.